Joey Starr here for Star Quality Kitchen. Because you requested it, I am at the local Arby's to try out the deep fried Gobbler. Even though Halloween finished like, what, 20 minutes ago? My understanding is that Arbys has already started thinking about Thanksgiving for at least the past week. And which makes perfect sense, right? Because when somebody mentions Thanksgiving, you automatically think of Arbys, right? And I'm just going to throw out there that me coming to this Arby's has nothing to do with that ridiculous comment that was on my steak nuggets video.
Just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
It's been years since I've been even inside at Arby's. Things gotta change. The dining rooms definitely look nicer than they used to. And look at this tray they give you when you take it to stay. I mean, this is a nice tray. You can put a whole bunch of stuff on here. You got some curvature. It's very like secure. It's not like a wimpy little tray like you get at some of those other places. Here's what I ordered. Got my Gobbler. Now, out of all the sides that they had available, closest thing I could find to maybe be kind of Thanksgiving-like is their white cheddar mac and cheese, which I've tried recently. And thinking about a Thanksgiving dessert, closest thing I could find is they actually have what's called an apple pie shake. So I'm all about testing out an apple pie shake. It just sounds so good. So we'll start with the sandwich, of course. There we go. That's the cross section. It's not a huge sandwich, but still bigger than, say, a hamburger from you know where. And let's see, looking at the insides, there's some deep fried turkey that's sliced up. Looks pretty good. It's got some mayonnaise in there. We got some what appears to be stuffing. That's definitely out of Thanksgiving. You got some crispy onion in there. Okay, that's one of the specialties. And there's a little glazy stuff on the bun here, which I know from reading ahead that this is some cranberry sauce. So it's definitely not a traditional sandwich that you get anywhere, even at our Arby's. This is at least the second year that they've had this, so perhaps Arby's is starting a new tradition. The aroma coming off this thing is really good. I feel like this was just freshly made now. A, because it took a few minutes for them to put together, and also because it just smells so good. It's nice and warm. Everything here looks really fresh, even this bun. And dare I say, it's starting to smell like Thanksgiving around here. Go ahead and take the first bite. That's actually really good. So you bite into it. First of all, the roll, really soft, not overly chewy. It's just, breaks apart nicely when you bite into it. You get into that nice, tender, tasty turkey. It's done so in such a way that it tastes pretty real. Let me get another bite. That's pretty impressive turkey. So you get that tender turkey, then it gets balanced out pretty nicely by the stuffing. Let me make a comment about the stuffing is typically when I go to Thanksgiving dinner and they're stuffing, 7 out of 10 times it's just kind of it's usually too dry, it's usually over seasoned, the flavors are just not quite there. But in this case, this is really good. The consistency is very similar to like a mashed potatoes, which is definitely what we're missing from here, but very tasty and really impressed with how warm it is. Like I said, they just made this fresh for me. I can't imagine this being in a better shape to be reviewed than it is right now. And although there's a sizable amount of mayonnaise in here, it's not in the least bit overpowering. It's actually kind of smooths out the turkey a bit. Another bite. Crisp onion, not terribly crispy, but there's a little bit of crunch there. Adds just a hint of onion to the profile. Help kind of balance out that savory aspect of it, which is a good thing because the very last thing you taste as you chew it is that cranberry sauce. Now, similar to how I feel about stuffing at Thanksgiving, I am not a fan of cranberry sauce. Stuffing is like, maybe 3 out of 10 that I truly enjoy. Well, cranberry is usually 0 out of 10 that I truly enjoy. I'm just not a cranberry guy. And yet, this little bit of cranberry glaze that they have going on this bun, not only does it taste good, it just somehow seems to really meld deliciously with the rest of what I'm tasting here. Another one in. Third bite in, and it just kind of gets better as you go. There's something about this. Not to say that Arby's doesn't usually know what they're doing when it comes to their food. This tastes like an expert level concoction. I mean, these flavors, very much Thanksgiving tasting, but also it balances out pretty nicely by having a surprisingly pleasant fast food taste to it as well. But not in a way like, I don't, even though this is a deep fried turkey, it doesn't feel greasy at all. It doesn't feel like after eating this, I'm going to be all bloated, at least not from eating the sandwich. No, this is very like, kind of a clean taste despite mixing all those flavors together. If the other fast food places don't have some kind of equivalent of this, they better wake up because Arby's going to just kind of take over the holiday for them. Somehow that cranberry sauce really does an excellent job of evening out what's going on with the rest of this. Can't believe it. I also want to point out too, on the receipt here, I don't know how well this is going to show up. They kind of have an ASCII character turkey on here. It says, don't fry this at home, come back for deep fried turkey. Yeah, well, I mean, this is what I initially came here for, and I'd be liar if I said they didn't just increase their chances of me coming back based on what I'm tasting right here. But let's move on to our sides, right? Sometimes when you go into Thanksgiving dinner, you're not even looking forward to the turkey, you're looking forward to the sides. Got a bit of an unfair advantage as I just had this a couple of weeks ago with the steak nuggets, which, by the way, is still available. So I'm going to stir this up. Let's give you... All right. If you see my steak nuggets video, this doesn't look very new to you. Seems a little bit thicker than what I had at last with the steak nuggets. Go ahead and try that. Nice, bold, white cheddar cheese. Smooth. Pasta has a really good chew. Basically cooked to a al dente plus a little bit, so it's not saggy at all. It's nice and firm, but not that level of al dente that sometimes turns people off if they're not used to it. No surprise here, white cheddar mac and cheese, always a hit. Goes well with this turkey. I'm more than a few bites in between the sandwich and my side. Not really that thirsty. No, it's just, none of this is dry, which puts it ahead of a lot of turkey dinners that I've had. Let's go ahead and try our dessert slash drink, the apple pie shake. Go in there. So just a quick close up. Just want you to see. Of course, they added some whipped cream and they sprinkled some cinnamon on the top, which they should. After all, it is apple pie. I'm gonna put this lid back on. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, it's nice and thick. I put the straw in. It's not falling the other direction. It's not so thick that you can turn it over. It would definitely spill. It's looser than that, but still pretty firm, which I appreciate. Go ahead and take that sip. Ooh. Hang on, I can't even speak right now. Wow. Never in the history of my taste buds have I ever tasted a shake that fully captures what it tastes like to have a homemade apple pie with a generous amount of whipped cream and cinnamon. That's what this tastes like. I can't believe it. Arby's freaking did it. They really captured the flavor in apple pie in the shake. I got to take another sip. And as the straw position suggests, it is pretty thick. I mean, you got to really apply some pressure with the straw, get that to come up. But it's worth the effort. What I like too is I'm always a little hesitant having shakes at fast food places because it's either very artificial tasting and or way sweet. This is not artificial tasting. It really does taste like I'm drinking an apple pie. Like some magician waved your wand and said, apple pie, become a shake, transform. That's what it did. And it's not overly sweet. It's actually pleasantly sweet. So good. So now in a pro move, I'm gonna take the next bite of this Gobbler sandwich with some of that mac and cheese, just kind of smeared right on there. Smear it right on. That's a nice combination. Like, I figured it'd be good. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. Highly recommend. Order this sandwich. Get the white cheddar mac and cheese. Save some bites of the sandwich to smear some of that mac and cheese on here. And just pop it in your mouth as one. Something about the creaminess of the white cheddar cheese seems to bring out the flavoring and the crunch of those crispy onions that are in the sandwich. That's good. But I want to do one more because it seems like that end of the sandwich didn't have very much cranberry sauce. So I'm going to specifically, all right, so this corner here, as you can see, it has quite a bit for the cranberry. I want to see how that fares with our little white cheddar cheese adventure. Right here, it's not the prettiest thing, but promises to be really good. The little 8-year-old mad scientist little boy who's screaming in victory right now for trying that combination. My gosh. Take that, wash it down with a hefty swig of your apple pie shake. It just slaps. So that's my review. Arby's deep fried Gobbler sandwich, out for a limited time. It's been out since a week before Halloween started, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not sure how long it's going to be in stores, but gosh, if they don't keep this on until at least Thanksgiving itself, that would be a crime. Paired it with your white cheddar mac and cheese, which is even on its own is great, but with here they complement each other really well. Wash it down, apple pie shake. I tell you what, this doesn't replace a Thanksgiving dinner, but it's a nice preamble to having a good one. So how about you? Have you tried this before? What are your thoughts? Maybe you had it last year. If you had it last year and this year, is it different at all? Is it better now? I can't even imagine this being better before than it is now because it's pretty damn good. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there's another Thanksgiving themed or other holiday themed fast food or novelty food that you want me to review. I want to know because this is also your channel. Thanks so much for watching Star Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. Thanksgiving's come early this year, pilgrims. Also, special shout out to my Seinfeld-loving brother, Josh, for putting this meal on my radar. Hey, buddy. Quickie test for, eye stuff and sound stuff. Joey Star here for Star Quality Kitchen. Oops, I need better lighting. There we go. It's kind of like, there we go, perfect. The deep fried turkey gobbler. The deep fried gobbler. The deep fried double gobbler. One of those names is right, and that's the one I'm going to use in editing.
Am I dreaming? What just happened?